Time to run it off. I wake up. Yeah. I wake up. Flex. Thumb down now. Check. No drip this. Wet. Tell 'em run it off. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell 'em run it off. I wake up. Flex. Thumb down now. Check. No drip this. Wet. Tell 'em run it off. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell 'em run it. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this, wet. Tell 'em run it off. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell 'em run it off. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this, wet. Tell 'em run it off. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell 'em run it off. Y'all gon' make me take that trip way out to Europe. I call up Nigeria, come through in a hurry. Those London boys don't come to play, you should get worried. One false move, find yourself, they're getting buried. Dance with the devil, used to love playing those games. Made some bad decisions that brought my mama pain. I made a promise to her, swore that I would change. I'm on the come up, bet I live up to my name. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this, wet. Tell 'em run it off. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell 'em run it off. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this, wet. Tell 'em run it off. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell 'em run it off.
Good morning all. Hope everyone is good. Happy Friday to all. Let me see, I'm all systems go. You guys know the drill. Let's get started with this. Hope everyone is well. And yeah, last day of the month. Let's get it. Make it a clean day, hopefully. And that's how it is. That's how it is. Let me type in chat. Hello, sir. Buy or sell? Question mark. Looking for juice. There we go. Looking for juice. Pin that message. There we go. There we go. All right, let's have a look what we got going on here. Start off with pound yen. Have a look at what GJ is doing. Gonna start off on daily time frame here. Had a quick flick through the time frames here, having a look where we're going. So daily time frame failed to close below previous daily support here. We've wicked through this, so it's not going to be as important, but it would have given you more confirmation for sells closing below there. Now on the other side, we have 4-hour time frame as well closing bearish here. So 4 hour is closing at support. I consider this, technically we are a bearish session here, and there's more likelihood of going down. But the problem is we're sitting at strong support. So we need to be very, very careful selling into support. Never a good idea selling into support. We want to be below. So probably below these lows is where our options are going to come here if we're going to look at yen. So if we were to mark those lows and see what that is on like a 15-minute, to see what that is on a 1 hour. Yeah, it's right next to a 1 hour support as well there. We have a 30-minute support there as well. A little bit choppy zone. Not the best zone. I wonder with volume can we push through the 1 hour support? How much space we have till there? Because we have a wick crossing through it here. We have 3 pips till that. Yeah. I do think sells would make sense below this here. I guess you could use that 15-minute LTA. I think that would be the option below here for sells. And then you be very aggressive at the support here. Very aggressive at support. I mean, buys here as well. It's tough zone, tough zone for sure. We have 4 hour resistance there. I can see buys making sense above here. We have to watch this 15-minute resistance. That's the only problem there. But I mean, again, another aggressive break-even zone. That's how it would work. Above there, you have pretty much till the 4 hour. So I think that's going to be the options here. You're either looking for above. I would say above here to get to the 4 hour would be safer than just buying above here since we're bearish session. I don't want to go too much against session bias here as we can get continuation. And this wick down to here, I feel like we could fill it. Again, this is a little bit messy here, this range. GJ is not making it very, very clear here, but I think that's going to be the options here, right? Maybe we wait for create resistance below that 4 hour zone. It hasn't done that yet. Yeah, I just fear you'd miss the move at that point since we've created a lot of resistance above it. So if we continue creating this resistance above it, I feel if we get at least like an hour close below, it will be more interesting. I mean, we have even the hour closing bearish here, so that's what we'll have to see what ends up happening. If we go ahead and look at gold on the other hand here, gold as well as in a similar consolidation. If we look at daily time frame here, previous daily has closed bullish, creating a support, right? So we do have a support rejecting the daily support, this daily support down here. Moving on to 4 hour time frame, we are just in consolidation. 4 hour doesn't tell you much. It's not giving me any more information. It's just kind of telling me consolidation as we're closing within 4 hour supports and closing within 4 hour resistance. What I mean by that is you can see that we are closing within the support and closing within the resistance. So we're just ranging in here. We either need to make resolution towards the downside, resolution towards the upside. Now, one thing we do have is we have rejection wick showing us rejection from downside. So, it is giving us more idea that, hey, we're rejecting more from downside. Now, if we were to look at 1 hour, obviously consolidating here on the 1 hour. So we need to break out either top of the range, bottom of the range is pretty much the play here, in my opinion. I would say, let's see how 5 minutes looking here. Yeah, I don't want to sell into that. That's not a good place to sell into. Let's see what 30 minutes is saying. Yeah, maybe below this 30-minute support here will make sense for sells. Let's see where that is on the 15. Yeah, it's tough. I hate when we have resistances the lower time frame you go. It's really annoying, right? It's really annoying. The lower you go, the more resistances you have. But possibly if we close, yeah, I want to get below this support here. I think with volume we could push to the 15-minute here, which is also, yeah, an hour close below plus a 15-minute will be interesting, I guess. That'll be interesting to look for sells to continue towards the downside, at least to test into this support here. Say we have a range here that's 20 pips, so it's not that bad. I think that's going to be the plan here and the idea behind what I'm basically looking for here on gold. For buys at the moment, I don't like to buy into this resistance here. If we were to close above, we have around 20 pips here. It's not that bad, but I don't like the idea that we have lower lows, lower highs, and that the 4 hour is right there, right? We're super close to the 4 hour, so I need a little bit more information for buys. So I need to wait a little bit more, right? So that's how it is, man. That's how it is. I think buys above this range look very clean, though. Like, even if that comes by NY today, guys, above this range here will be very clean buys, to be honest. I think we get a good move above the range. Something I would be looking at. But yeah, that's basically the plan. And let's see what ends up happening here. And yeah, we'll take it from there. So pretty simple plan here. End of the month, monthly candle. We don't know how the monthly candle will close. Can we flip the monthly candle on gold? How many pips to flip the monthly candle on gold? Alright, that's not happening. I mean, it could, but I mean, 600 pips is a lot. GJ monthly candle is looking like it's still gonna close bullish here. That's an interesting monthly candle. Big liquidity grab. So yeah, I think monthly candles on both pairs will likely close bullish here. You know, that's what it's looking like. If I had to guess, right, likelihood, that's what looks most likely. So we've noticed a bit of inconsistent price action, you know, coming towards the end of the month here. We've just seen inconsistency in price action. In gold, we've seen, you know, a lot of chop here, a lot of chop, and then range here tries to break out, fails. You can take scalps. Scalps have been fine. You know, these type of scalps here, breakout scalps, you know, 10, 15 pips have been fine, but we haven't seen any nice trending continuation like we had last week, like we had here. This was beautiful breakout here on gold in New York. These type of beautiful breakouts, these type of heavy downside trending moves we had in London last week as well, that we were able to capitalize. It's been a little bit more mundane movement here. So that's how price action been. GJ price action has been really crap all week. We've been stuck in this range, and then just yesterday we break out. Nice continuation yesterday, but we know what time this broke out, right? We saw that this broke out really early, and then we retraced that whole move, and then eventually got the continuation. Only way to have entered this move is to run the 1 hour stops. We were speaking about this in the group. Some of the guys were looking for sells here. No way you take, you know, if you're taking the sells on the 1 hour, you need to run the 1 hour stops. I mean, it was basically a 1-to-1 if you hit full target. If not, you only get 16 pips out that move. Now, what I was personally looking for yesterday is I was looking for this 5-minute candle to break these lows, and then rely on this structure on 5-minute, and then put stops above 15 so I have better risk to reward. But we never broke the lows yesterday on the 5-minute here. So we got the structure we needed, but we never broke lows. We didn't even break these 5-minute lows, so there was nothing. Right, we later did break down, but I didn't enter on this 5, and I also didn't enter below these lows because of this stop loss here. I don't think it made sense. 34 pips. I mean, if I targeted full anyways, I would have been break even here. 13 pips is not too much, you know. So yeah, that's how it is. That's how it is. Just made a quick indicator in general to help you with lots. First added to favorites to use it. Let's have a look at Mr. Claudio's indicator. Can I search it in public? Not yet visible, but I just posted it. Okay, okay. I'll have a look at it in a bit. And yeah, that's basically it for the analysis here and the plan. So if you guys enjoyed the analysis, you know the drill. If we can do the YouTube business, leave a like on the stream, would appreciate it. Get the likes up to at least 150. There's 300 of us in here. I would appreciate it. Look at it now while I'm here. Man, busy. Don't worry, don't worry. I know how to use trading. All right. What are we on? GJ? What's this line, the first line on? Set SL. Risk amount. Apply. No, that can't be right. Yeah, neat. Even if this was 4 lots, it wouldn't be right. But this is cool. This is very, very cool, bro. Let's try it on a different pair. Let's try it on, yeah, let's try it on this break of high. Stop loss here is, okay, this looks right. On gold, Claudio. 30 pips is correct. It's a little bit, why is this 31.2 points and this is 30? It's like a little bit more. Oh, we're not exact. Do you worked? I think, yeah, USD pairs are working. Japanese yen calculations different. Because of spreads? No, this is one of our members made this indicator. This is really cool. Oh, and it adjusts when you drag it? Okay, I like that. Yeah, bro, this is sick. This is really, really cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, 3 digits on GJ. Very, very good. Thanks for that. That's actually a super useful one. See, guys, community on point here, bro. First useful thing Claudio has done. Very cool. I can try again? Yeah, of course. Still. Let me try change the amount or something. No, still. But it works on USD pairs. Let's try on GBP USD here. GBP USD, let's see. Yeah, that works on GBP USD. Yeah, it's just GJ, man. It's just GJ. For me. Can you double click and show me your settings? Maybe my settings got messed up. I doubt it, but I don't know. Auto, yeah, that, why would that be different? Same with my FX book. Yeah, you have to times it, right? Hey, I hope you're doing well. Wanted to ask about gold trade yesterday. Happened, yeah, because it got too late. Remember, we were waiting for the 15-minute close below on gold, and then it closed no top wick, right? So, I mean, it closed no bottom wick here. So it closed back above the 4-hour support. If you look at this trade, it no longer becomes valid. Here it's valid, right? We have a closure below the 4-hour support. Break of this low, we should be able to sell it, right? That's what we're looking for, sells here. Okay, what happened? We opened the candle, no bottom wick. It closed bullish above 4-hour support, right? Now that it closed bullish above 4-hour support, 30-minute candle also closed bullish above 4-hour support. At this point here, it's rejecting, nothing is closing below the 4-hour support. So it becomes a whole different trade, and now it's super risky. So the only way you can take it is to wait for the next 15-minute to close below here, and then take it break of low. But the issue you face is that you still have the 1-hour candle now open. 1 hour ended up closing bullish, because the whole idea of taking this trade before the 30-minute and 1-hour closes is so that it would push down, close this 1-hour candle bearish, also having the 30-minute candle bearish below the 4-hour support. But when this never flipped and broke the lows, there's no real, entry here that gives you good confidence. It's more of a riskier shot trying to go again, and you have two time frames that are not relying about you, right? So that's why then the entry does not become valid. I mean, it is a shot for sure, but it's not something that I personally took myself, nor am I comfortable saying it's 100%, but it was a shot, right? Break of these lows, you can give yourself a shot, but anyone who is taking it, I was recommending going low risk on that, just to give it a shot, especially end of month. And remember guys, we've had two massive pushes. We had an 80 pip move down, 80 pip move up, So that's how it is. So it's a completely different trade, because remember on stream we were looking to enter and then candle failed. So then there was no entry anyways. It's a completely different trade, and that's what we were discussing yesterday. So FOMOing in on the break of the low is not a good idea, But it is a shot, Did you take it? If I took it, then I would show you guys, right? I would put it in Harry Trades. And also, I just explained why I did not take that. Like, that's why you have to be listening on stream for the plan and understanding, okay, the probabilities are less if we're closing above 4-hour support. Harry, your breakout strategy changed my entire trading journey. I'm still in the break-even stage, but not in any loss. So I am kind of enjoying break-even stage now. That is great. That is great. Profitability will come, man. Profitability will come. Now what you have to do is focus on, okay, what makes you go back to break-even? On one time frame in respect to trend line, when? Today or yesterday? So just find out, okay, what's causing me to be break even? Is it emotional decisions or technical? If it's emotional, that's something you need to work on. If it's technical, you can also work on that. But the main thing is to identify first, is it emotional or is it technical? That's it. I message you in Pip Labs group to unblock me, but you don't unblock me. Pip Labs group has nothing to do with you being banned for spamming links in my group. Mods are gonna ban you for spamming links. Right? Pip Labs group has nothing to do with that, man. Harry, do you have a video explaining your strategy in full detail? I'm new to stream. Yes. The only thing I ask first is a like and subscribe. That's the only thing I ask. Right? The full video is here. Full video is here on my channel. It's my full course, right? My full price action course. You'll find it on my channel. Why can't I see it for some reason? Should be somewhere here. I'm blind today. Yeah, it's on my channel. Just type price action course. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. That's the full video. You might give us buys. I mean, if you're looking for buys above here, I'm personally not looking for buys above here. Too much resistance here. Every time price closed above here, it failed. Closed above, it failed. Even 1 hour candles failed every time they closed above. Look. Close above, fail. Close above, fail. Close above, fail. So I want to see something above this probably. Which is that small resistance. Never broke high when it failed though. Let's see. Yeah, this one didn't break high. This one broke high first, then failed. So that double fucked you. This one broke high here, then came down. So it did break high. Look. This did break that high. Yeah, the most recent never broke high, yes. But I prefer close above that. Well, anyways, it didn't close above. So that idea is pushed back a little bit. It's emotional, so I figured that out a few days before, so I'm working on that, hoping profitable ASAP. Yeah, just, you know, work it bit by bit. So Harry, are you gonna unban me? I was, but you're so pushy and you keep messaging like this that it's actually annoyed me. So I'm gonna leave that up to the mods. That's up to the mods to unban you, as I don't have time to go and find your Discord name and then, you know, unban you. So the mods can unban you. But I don't respect you being so pushy when you broke rules and people are just doing their job to ban people who break rules. Like, it's just annoying me. So that's how it is. Hello, Mohammed. Maldives, huh? How can I join your group? Depends. If you want the free group, that link is in the description. For my exclusive group, that is closed. That is closed. Yeah, I think now on GJ, this definitely needs bottom wick because it's a 1 hour candle. 1 hour fail. It would have been nice if the 1 hour closed above, then we can look for any 15 or even 5 closing above this, you know. Oh, it's actually a key level a little bit here. Okay, that's why it rejected there, bro. There's actually a key level hovering. Where is that level? Why don't I have 199? Yeah, so you want something above 500. 530 would be the safest here. Yeah, 4 pips to there. 4 hours, 12 pips away, that's plenty of room. A 30 close above would also be perfect because there's no resistance on 30. What's your view on GU? Yeah, we can have a look. So looks like it's forming some sort of almost head and shoulders pattern here for my pattern traders. Weekly is now here. Daily time frame is forming support here. 4-hour time frame, of course, forming that resistance. So mixed session, you can look both for buys and sells. I think sells are going to make sense below this 4-hour that we're seeing it react off right now. Yeah, I think that's where your sells are going to make sense here. Pretty straightforward. Sells close below here to reach this next support. That seems pretty straightforward, especially if we get nice little liquidity grab. For buys, I do think above the range could make sense for buys as well here. Yeah, that could also, but we are coming out from the highs here, you know. I would just watch this 1 hour for the sells, and that's about it. And that's about it. One hour time frame respecting the trend line. What pair? What pair? LJ? Mr. No Trade finally took a trade 2 days before and successfully got his SL hit. Lol. Haha, laughing face. Yes, it's very funny. It's totally funny. That shows me how mature you are in the markets, bro. And yeah, I did get my SL hit and I have nothing to hide. I have nothing to hide about getting my SL hit. But you don't talk about the 6 wins before, huh? Now you shut up, huh? What about the 6 wins before that, huh? 1 SL. Very good. Now open your mouth. Try me. Let's see your stats over a year, live in front of people. Come on. Start walking the walk. Let's see it. Come on. Keyboard warrior. I'd like to see how you look face to face. You won't say shit. You can't even look at me in the eye. You can't even look at me in the eye face to face. You have nothing, brother. Mouth moving like a rat. Yappa, yappa, yappa. Oh, that was fun. I have to have some rant every day, guys. Some rant. Even though I don't care for these comments, but I have to have some rant. You know, we have to have some rant. So any opportunity I get for a rant, I will take the opportunity. I'll take the opportunity. And that was my opportunity, so we had to give it a go. We have to give it a go. None of those 6 wins were full TP hit. You exited way before. Not exactly. And I always write how much I made percentage wise. So as you can see, made 1.5. Here maybe exited a little bit early. I made 0.6%. Here, look at this. Ran to full TB, worth to hold. So I even mentioned it. I mentioned it myself. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter as long as I'm logging that, right? So please, again, speak through facts. Right? Speak through facts. I'm logging it. I'm logging it, right? And okay, if you want to talk about full TP being hit, that is max TP I always put on the screen. Please go tell all the other streamers who I know in London session, New York, and multiple in New York who are running massive stops for small targets, but still manage some of them to make money. I wonder why. What's this push here? No bottom wick push. Taking up our zones. I don't see any way you enter this. Even on 5-minute, no close above this little resistance. You do get this little 5-minute close above, but with no bottom wick, that's how it is. Donvo, no, I'm not only talking about Donvo. I see a lot of people take partials of their trades. They have an 80 pip stop loss, they take partials at 10, 12 pips. Not calling Donvo, but he just trades negative risk to reward as his style. Right? That's his style of trading. But I'm talking people who don't trade that style, they also take less. It's something that traders do. Even all of the people, you see people have TP1, TP2, TP3, TP4. So that's how it works. And the funny thing is, if I want to have bigger risk to reward, I can. But you're going to take more losses. Right? You're going to look to take more losses. And I've taken 20 losses in a year on stream, guys. 20 trades have been losses in 1 year. Right? You guys take that in a month. You take 20 losses, right? So in a year, I've taken that many losses and my win rate is high. So that's how it is in a week. Yeah. So to be honest, it's a very consistent approach that I'm taking. And that's the way I prefer to trade. Yeah, it's slower. I'm not here to show hype. I had this conversation with someone yesterday, actually. And what I talked about is I said that many people on YouTube want hype. They want to come and gamble. They want to be in a trade. They don't mind holding drawdown as long as they have some form of gambling, right? They want to do that. That's not my style. I'm not here to hype things up. I'm trading for me. If I wanted to trade to, perform as someone who is, people like entertain, then I would be trading in a completely different style. But personally, I wouldn't be making as much money. Right? That's how it would work. Because I would just be here trying to find any position, running, taking 3-4 positions in a stream, and that's how it is, Now for you guys, it will be great because you guys will, all the new people who come into stream will be like, I want to gamble, I want to take a trade, I want to be hype, I want to take a trade every single day, so that, because they like to feel that feeling, They like to feel that feeling. Yesterday I saw a guy, I'm not going to mention names, took a gold trade. It went right up after he said to sell, and the price ended up going slightly back down, and he counts it as a win. That's my point, and or what people will do is take a trade. They don't tell you where they close. They don't tell you their exact entry. And then if the trade runs to max TP, they will say they made 500 pips. But no one told you where to close. Now, if the trade doesn't run max TP, they say, oh, you should have closed or gone break even. So it's not clear. It's not clear. That's my point here, He's on about Donvo? No, I'm not on about Donvo, guys. I have nothing against. I'm on about the guy who told me that I'm closing my trades early. I log that, right? I put notes here. Ran to full TP, worth to hold. I make mistakes too. I lose trades, but I'm looking for consistency, not hype. I'm looking for, to take trades on a long-term basis. You'll see, be here for 6 months, 5 months, you guys will understand. Go put these results, okay? Go put these results and imagine you traded every single position here with a 1 lot. Okay, and go calculate the results of how much money you would have made over a year. It's much more than you would have made right now. And remember, many of my stop losses are 1-to-1 here. Many of my stop losses. So I can assure you that all of these GJ positions here are not bigger than a 15 pip stop loss, maybe 17 pip stop loss. The gold positions, of course, are a little bit bigger stop loss, but we have bigger targets. Look at the targets on gold, 22 pips, 38 pips, 30 pips here. But stop losses are also a little bit bigger, right? Minus 27, minus 22. But it's relative. Look at GJ. GJ's stop loss is small. 14 pip target, also small, right? Look at the stop losses on GJ. 12 pip, minus 11 pip here stop loss. Minus 13 pip stop loss. Gold, minus 25. Right? So that's how it works, guys. Understand that's the game of trading. Right? You're going to take wins. You're going to take losses. Now, at the end of the day, even in my career, I could have a losing streak. The idea is that my losses come quickly because I put myself in a spot where I'm wrong quickly. You know? Start trading 30 lots and talk shit about Donvo. Market cycles consistently trading. Yeah, but you know, look at the end of the day is, you know, if you're gonna talk about him, his style is like, okay, if I go and draw down, I'm gonna add another position and draw down for me to avoid a loss. And he's taking the risk. He's taking the risk that, okay, if it does go in further drawdown, I could lose a lot heavier. Whereas me, if I go into drawdown, the heavier drawdown I go, I'm most likely gonna hit SL. Instead of adding a second position in drawdown, holding a big SL. So at that point, it's just two different methods, right? I've lost 4 trades. Bro, there hasn't been 4 trades on the market right now, man. I don't know why you're forcing that much. There really hasn't been any. You know? So just relax. I haven't seen gold is consolidating. GJ is pushed up right now. Does the markets make sense to trade? I'm just looking for a setup, man. So the way I trade these markets is I follow a plan. I'm not going to take a risky entry today. That's the only way it's going to be. That's the way it's going to be. No, in past 1 week? Yeah, but look at my week this week. Monday we had bank holiday. Tuesday I came into the market. Even me, I've not had the best week here. Right, I've taken 1 loss and that's it. You know, end of month, it's been a slow week. There's nothing that's really happened during London session here for me to capitalize on. I could have had 1 winning trade on GJ, but I held it for 12 hours and not 12, I held it for 5 hours and closed at break even because of the risk of these big liquidity grabs. You know? Position stacking works 80 to 90% of the time. You get out at break even. Yeah, but the only problem is that when it doesn't work, you lose almost everything, right? Guys need to stop trying to start beef between you and Donvo. You are trade totally different. Yeah, I don't know why people try to get us to start beef. I literally respect the guy, man. He's on live stream every day consistently. I respect his strategy as long as it works for him. He's following his own plan. Maybe I don't trade the same. You know? Like if he came to me and said, Harry, critique my strategy, I would tell him that I think, I don't know, it's very abstract, you know, like you lose everything if you double down, you know, but long term over, like let's say he can be negative for 6 months of the year because he's taken a big hit on his account from doubling down. But then long term, he's still going to be fine. Same as me. Yeah, exactly what you said in the chat, man. As long as you're profitable, that's all that matters, right? That's all that matters. And that's the same way I run it. Shah, did you read the chat that I replied to you? Can you read that first, please? And then ask the question. You asked that question yesterday. I replied to you in the morning. I did not understand it. What did you not understand about? You said yes and no because that's how it is. Right? If we notice bad price action like this, do you think, you ask yourself, this is good to trade? This is good to trade? No, right? So beginning of the month looks like this, it's probably not going to be good. If I buy exclusive, then you're going to unban me. Actually, I'm going to be brutally honest. If you're going to have this attitude, I don't want you in the exclusives. I'm sorry. Unless you're willing to make a change, but I don't deny people because I give everyone a chance. But from my first impressions of you, I'm sorry, I don't think you're going to be suitable for that group, man. That's for serious people. So, no. After seeing the conversations on YouTube, I can see why Harry is so selective. Yeah, exactly, man. Hey, why do you target people and enjoy arguing? It's not that I target people. I like to have a bit of banter. And secondly, I like to reason with people. I like a debate. I like a debate because it's fun, right? I get to say my part. He gets to say his part. We can beg to differ. We can learn from each other. He might have a fact that's right that I haven't considered. I might tell him something that he hasn't considered. For me, that's not time wasting. A lot of these people hide behind these questions because they don't have answers for these questions, right? People will tell, hey, like the guy said, hey, you close your trades early. I would ignore that. Now that person in his mind is thinking that I'm ignoring the question because I'm trying to hide something. Whereas really, I go and I explain through results and I explain through statistics that we track on stream for that reason. That's the whole reason I have a public journal here with the YouTube link of every single trade that I take, is so that you guys can see for yourself. And whatever conclusion you want to make, you can do that. How do you tell in a trade if the candle SL should be wide or tight, candle length, volume? I think you should watch the video about stop loss placement in WAP. Have you watched that? So doesn't that explain it? Right, so watch that video and tell me what do you not understand from that video. Sometimes you put in 5, sometimes you say bottom of range. Yeah, it depends on the trade. It's the setup, right? The setup dictates your stop loss. Harry, give me a shout out. I'm a fan from Kenya. No problem, I'll give you a shout out. What's your name? Duncan Muta. Shout out to you, brother. There you go. I told you guys to go full margin sell. I'm out, guys. Thank me later. Okay. I'm gonna screenshot this. All right, you guys see that in chat, right? You guys see that in chat, and this is biggest. Look at this. Let me go find this. You guys just heard he said he's out, right? He's out. You guys heard? And let me show you how hypocrites on the internet work. Okay, I'll teach you a very good lesson here of how you can speak through non-facts. All right, check this out. You guys are going to be very interested here. He said, sell GJ now, stop loss at 600, TP at 200. Just now in YouTube chat, he said I'm out. So who's closing early now, closing at 400 when your TP was 200? Ah, caught red-handed. Caught red-handed. Morning, Harry. Could you revise plan for London? Yeah, potential above this area here to fill this wick. GJ setup 4 only issues. We need close below. I mean, you're looking for sells. GJ setup 4. I mean, let's see what 1 hour is doing. It's tough. It's tough. I don't like the range, man. You see how choppy this range is? But yeah, we would need a close below the support. That would be like, that could be an option here. If we were to close below with bearish bias. It's a little bit negative, you know, risk to reward. I just don't like the chop, you know what I mean? I'm trying to get outside of the range. Yeah, it is a nice liquidity grab. But what if this is now creating support to go and fill that wick, you know? Harry is a bully. He doesn't like that I'm giving winning trade signals. No, you're like the rest of the people. You give a stop loss here of 12 pips. Your TP was 4 pips and you call it a win. Like, come on, with GJ spread, that's nothing. You know it. I mean, that's what I mean. I could give the same positions. I can give you guys those same positions. I can be hype. I can let a position go in 4 or 5 pip profit and said, all right, let's go. And then what? And then, you know, it's just looks cool, like everyone is here to gamble, but I don't need those signal bots in my stream, you know. I'm here to take a proper trade that I actually make money. End of month not taking it, but curious what your thoughts are. Yeah, it's just the range puts me off, man. It's just a shit, you know, shit range. That's the only thing that puts me off. Bro, what about taking trades without announcing them and only announce the ones that matter for people to learn? You know, that's what another very popular guy in the industry does. He started live streaming and that's what he does on his stream. He takes the trades himself and then talks about them after. Or while he's in them and they're already done. You know, but I don't think I'm at that stage. I still want to, you avoid, yeah, I know, but I kind of like, you know, you're letting a few people make you do that. You know what I mean? Like I want to show his I want to let people see, you know, and learn through it. I don't mind a little bit. Trading is hard already. Why make it harder? Because I'm Harry Sharp. Come on. At this point, man, Claudio, you've been here long enough. People who've watched the stream been long enough, we have a track record. We have nothing to prove. Those who don't accept that track record will leave. Those who want to join us on the journey will stay. And it's as simple as that. But it keeps stream interesting. I love debating. I've been debating since day one. You know it, man. Doesn't change. Doesn't affect me. I just love doing it. You know, it's just how I am. Something I enjoy to give a little debate here and there. See what gold is doing. Gold is Mr. Consolidation 100. I missed the stream yesterday on gold. There was no trade in NY. Yeah, the only way you could trade gold on NY yesterday was a small scalp. Was a small scalp with this 15-minute closing above, and then to fill this wick and continue. That's the only way you can look for this. I don't think this is really a debate. Which one? I've learned a lot from you, to be honest, Harry. When I first started, I was dropping accounts like Skittles. That's a funny saying. I think at this point now, the 5 has to close above the 5-minute resistance. The yellow line represents what? It represents the daily flip. It's just a daily flip. Buys will be counter biased. That is actually true, but the only reason why is that we're at this 4-hour support, rejecting it 100 times. Yeah, it's tough. DJ's just tough, man. I don't lie. I don't know. Yeah, I probably since end of month will stick to bias today. Even so, even that we're at support, because we could break support. This is actually almost like a head and shoulders pattern, so it's pretty weak pattern. And if this breaks, you know, traditionally, if you measure a head and shoulders pattern, should be from the top of the pattern to the bottom. So if you measure that break, holy crap. This is a nice, oh, no top wick. Okay, gold is actually dead here. GJ is our last resort, but no bottom wick on this candle here. No way I can enter without no bottom wick. Need a bottom wick on this candle. Preferably a 5-minute close above. Let me see how this looks on Mr. Broker. I have a nipple. Let's have a look. Well, now there is a wick being made for sure. I think above the 5 will be safer here. Close above the 5, or even close above here is not a bad idea. Let's see how much difference that is. It might just be worth to see something closing above here. I think that's gonna be the play. Yeah, how much is that difference? From where? From closing above the 5-minute resistance, that's a difference of 2 pips. I think that's worth it. I think that's worth it. Give me a sec, guys. I'll go to it, come back. Do you think candle names like Shooting Star, Standing Man, Bracro are relevant in trading? No, I mean, they're just candle patterns. I mean, you know, just look what price is doing. That's what's more important, right? What is price doing? Marabuzu, yeah. That's the classic one, bro. A good trader's win rate should be above 85% or else he's a scam or gambler. All right. Great advice. Thank you. If you had 85, they'll say 90. When I started stream, I had like 95% win rate. I knew it wasn't sustainable. Guys, capping, my win rate is less than 50%, but been profitable since watching Harry for a year. Let's go, bro. Let's go, let's go. You can be profitable with definitely. In fact, on your first stream trade, you had 100%. Yeah, bro. Can you imagine that? The best trader on YouTube, 100% win rate. Just stick to your proven setups and it should work over 100 trades. Exactly, man. It's a long-term game, right? It's a long-term game. Anyways, guys, remember today's the last day of the month. So please do not ruin your month. We had a big conversation about that yesterday in the group. A lot of people trying to ruin their month, trying to FOMO in positions. There's no need to FOMO in positions. Just wait for solid setups, right? And yeah, leave a like on the stream, you know. Leave a like on the stream if you are enjoying the stream. Get the likes up to 200, would appreciate it. You know the drill. Hate to say it, part of the game. Hi, can you explain why I lost my gold trade yesterday? Rewind the stream. You asked that question earlier and I answered it. What is today's bias? Technically on GJ, it's a bearish bias today. Technically on GJ. Seeing some volume come in. I wonder if I want to try some counter trend buys above this 5-minute, above this resistance we just tapped. You can see it's rejecting a little bit. We have a close here in around 2 minutes. I'm going to wait for the close and see what happens here. Personally, I'm going to wait for the close end of month here. As that's what I think makes most sense. Gold above 24,903 for buys. 903. I'd watch this rejection zone. You probably, yeah, I mean, I would probably say above here, but this is a very messy zone, very close to the 4-hour. You see how close you are to the 4-hour? So you have very tight range, but you need to be above these wicks because we have so many rejection wicks. You have around 14 pips here. Stop loss will be around 34 pips. So you'd break even at 40. Your range here is only 20 pips. So it will be negative, but at least you can try get to You can at least try get to 4-hour resistance, but we spoke about taking less riskier trades for you. These are the type of trades that you need to try avoid. This 5-minute close here might be interesting for me. Let's see how this closes here. If it can just chill where it is, I might be interested to give it scalp to fill the wick. Ugh. Really needs to chill exactly where it is, to be honest. Any more and it's a bit too late. I'm gonna run tight stop loss below that 5. Needs to chill, needs to chill. This is pushing very aggressively. Now here's the dilemma. We could try take this to the 4-hour resistance, but break even is literally the top of this wick. It's only a 2-pip break even. What's spread saying? Spread is not bad today. Spread is not bad today. It's a quick break even. That's the thing here. It's a very quick break even, break of high. How long till this 15 close? Going 2% on this? Probably not. No, end of month here, definitely not. So guys, you need to check your spread on your broker, but breaking this high is going to be an option here. You just have to manage at break even here. For me, 0.5 on this end of month. I'm managing break even at this wick because that's where my spot for break even is going to be. And we'll see what happens. Stop loss I'm going to put back below this candle here and manage the trade if anything. So around 14 pip stop loss. And see what happens. So break even will be pretty fast here. See if we can break above. 4 pips profit? No, that's like another watch zone. But we're going to be break even earlier. We expect price to push through the 4-hour. If it doesn't, we're just going to be up break even. It's just how it's going to work. It's a quick scalp. So if you can't be fast enough, then just leave it. So I'm taking this as a scalp. My idea is that volume should come in and we should be able to push through this 4-hour resistance. Maybe get around 10, 11, 12 pips here. If it doesn't happen, then I'm just going to be out break even. If it happens, then I'll be good. So that's going to be my plan. So we'll see if we can break above these highs. SL. I'm going to put SL below this 5-minute candle here as I'm taking this as a scalp. If anything closes bearish after my entry, let's say it just breaks the high, I get unlucky, I don't get to move to break even, and it flips, then I'm just going to probably close at a small, I'm going to close at a small loss probably. Let's say it would, if it was to enter me here, I'm up about, 2, 3, 4 pips, and then it flips, I'll probably take another 2 pip loss or something, right? Because I'm trying to get in with volume here. And the idea is my break-even point should be this resistance here on the 5 and the wick fill. Because the wick fill is your target after such a move, right? But now with 1 minute till the 15-minute candle to close, we're just going to wait for the 15-minute candle close here, right? Alright, because we were supposed to be triggered now, but this is rejecting. So I think it's best we wait for 15-minute candle close anyways, because we have basically 1 minute 30 seconds. If we can get a 15-minute candle close above here, entry will be the same. Entry will be the same. So we'll just wait for that. Literally 1 minute till that candle closes. I want it closing above the 15-minute resistance. So we'll see if it manages to close above or if it rejects. If it rejects, that's also fine, because that will actually be better. Not better, but it just means we have to wait 15 minutes more, because then we can get the setup during when? During London, we can get the next 15-minute closing above, which will be above this, basically this area here. How many pips are stops? I mean, you'd have to measure it yourself, but you know, should be about 13 pips, something like that. 14 pips. But we'll see now, because if this 15, next 15 to close above, we don't need to put stops down there. We can put it below that 15. So stop loss will maybe be about 9-10 pips. So we'll see. So that's how it's going to work. Remember, today is also bearish bias, so sells still can make sense, right? Don't be locked in fully on buys. We can still be looking for sells today, but I think sells are only going to come below this support here at 436. So buys are going to be above 585 and sells are going to be below 436. And that's my options for today. So we'll see what ends up happening. Let's catch up on gold here. Gold did close above as well. So that's a decent close on gold. I think at this point you wanted to break this highest wick, but your range is very small here to 4-hour resistance, right? It would kind of be like GJ's trade here, but a little bit more riskier because stop loss is big. Stop loss is big here and target is small. At least GJ has 1-to-1. Your target is literally, I mean, realistically, your target here should be 15 pips, but your stop loss here is going to be 40 pips, 37. 37 is going to be your stop loss. For me, that's not worth it, I don't think. I rather have a smaller stop loss. And with gold here, you'll have to put it below structure because we're stuck in this range. Whereas GJ, you can see we're trending up here and we have big range here. This is all clean candles. Yes, we have some watch levels, which is the 4-hour resistance, but after the 4-hour resistance, we're clean 20 pips, 18 pips all the way up to the 1 hour, and we're clean all the way up to this 21 pips up to this next resistance here. So we have range. That's the difference between GJ position and the difference between gold's position, right? We don't have range on gold. Gold's clean range is above this resistance here to fill the wick and continue to this 30-minute support here that has been issues from all the way back here. That's the difference. Our session bias today is bearish, yes, but we're selling into one of the strongest supports we have on GJ, right? Look how strong this is. Rejection, rejection. Every time we come down here, we reject. So the idea is to try play a bounce play from that, right? And that's where that bounce play would come. But we still can sell, but now this is giving us space to sell. The only thing is we have higher high, higher low, higher high. That is why I'm looking for continuation, to get a bit more continuation. Same thing what's happening here, right? We were bearish in this area. This was a bearish session as well. Daily bearish, 4-hour bearish. It failed. So I'm looking at this to fail is why we can look for buys. Otherwise, sells are going to make sense below probably this area here. You know, below 427. If we just consolidate in here, I'm not too interested, to be honest. I'm not interested in trying to consolidate. Gold broke out. I think, yeah, gold is approaching that resistance, right? So this is where you'd have to basically be break even. Almost. It missed it by 0.1 pips. You know, let me make sure I drew the 4-hour accurately. And yeah, it still didn't tap the 4-hour, but your break-even point is the 4-hour. So technically you shouldn't be break-even, but I don't know, end of month I'd feel a little uncomfortable and consider that tapped. I'll probably be managing on 1 minute. Yeah, anything any 1 minute not respecting the structure, I'll be done. You know? But that gave you a 9 pip push there. But again, your stop loss, I think you could put more aggressive stop loss below here, but still 26 pips. This should, technically this should tap the 4 hour. I'd be surprised now if it didn't tap the 4 hour. Then that's gold still playing tricks. You know, this is what happened to us day before yesterday. Barely tapped our break-even zone, stopped literally just before it, like this, and then failed. So we'll see if that continues, but that's looking okay still. Slowly making its way towards the upside. But I'm not buying into resistance at the moment. Especially with gold and how it can pull back super heavy, mess everyone up. Is that wine? No, it's water, bro. If we close above 4 hour and we make a thunder, does it make sense? Again, guys, just because we close above a 4 hour resistance doesn't mean price is going to continue. You're trading a 15 minute, you need to consider your 15 minute zones, right? We have a 15 minute resistance here. We have a 15 minute resistance here. We don't know if price is going to be able to push through that. That's like a gamble. That's where now you're kind of gambling and saying, because it's not, it's multiple levels. It's not like one level we can try push through. It's also a strong level because we're at a 4 hour as well. You know, you're buying basically into double 4 hours actually, because this is another 4 hour, right? On GJ, yeah, GJ, that would be fine. That would make sense to get back above. I mean, above the 4 hours, yeah, it's also another position. But if you get the opportunity to trade to the 4 hour, that's always better. Because we don't want it grabbing liquidity from 4 hour and then failing. But we don't mind it getting to 4 hour, then failing, because we'd be out anyways. I mean, this still has the possibility to close below here and then those sells make sense. Harry, I am 25 trades journaled with 80% win rate. How many trades left to make sure my win rate is right? I'd say at least get 50, so you're halfway. At least get 50. This is where gold either does two things. It either has one candle that comes down here, or you get a very nice breakout right now. That's what happens. Now the scary thing is if it goes and retests 4 hour, trigger all the breakout traders on lower time frame, and just retest 4 hour and then fail. That's why 4 hour would be your hard break even zone. And in this scenario, that would make sense. Lower volume, yeah, you can see there's a little bit of lower volume here. We're not getting straight continuation, but it's trying to progress here. 1 minute is still, was healthy. If this candle closes below, it's not going to be as healthy. I think if I was in this trade, I'd probably be a little bit uncomfortable. I would either just manage the trade with the 1 minute candle closing below here, lose 5 pips, yeah, or I would just, yeah, that would be, yeah, I knew that this is what it does. This is nasty price action when, you know, you're literally 0.01 pip from your actual break-even point. If this rejects the last 10 seconds and can close above the 1 minute, then that will be higher probabilities to continue and retest there. Otherwise, no. And now I'm just teaching you guys a bit of how to look at 1 minute. But see, as it now rejects, that's it. That's what I mean. You have that chance for that to happen, right? You have that chance for that to happen. So that triggers in all 1 minute sellers, and then now they're all getting screwed. It will probably tap 4 hour and then maybe reject. It's 5 minute open as well, so this is just could be the top wick. Yeah, it's tough. I think I definitely would have chickened out end of month at this so close to the zone. What's GJ doing on that close? 15 minute. That's a very nice. Oh wow! You guys see this liquidity grab candle? If this can close above on GJ, I'm a little bit interested. Perfect liquidity grab candle. And there's your breakout. So now the next zone is going to be this resistance here. That's its next contention zone. Still no bottom wick on the 5, so this could end up flipping. It is possible. So you see last second it didn't close below that structure, right? Last second. Respected structure, that's why it continued on. If that closed below structure, you get that continuation. Can I join your exclusive group? No, it's closed. It's closed at the moment. Are there slots open? Not yet. Next month only. Next month only where it's closed. Just keep an eye on the website and you'll see when we open. I'm actually upgrading my website, guys. I'm upgrading my website. You guys will see the new website. Oh man, that was looking good. That was looking good. We're getting nice liquidity candle there. One hour close in 2 minutes. Yeah, that'll be the London Open close. How will it close on gold here? I mean, if this could push a little bit more, that will start to get interesting, right? We'll get a breakout. So that would be better if we could see an actual push here on gold. Let it get out of this range. I really hope in 1 minute this candle can do some massive business flip and close above. That would be super insane. That would be great if that could happen. We need some juice for that to happen. The 1 hour would look great then. Close above that resistance. I want to see it like this. We have this wick. Boom. That's prediction. End of month doing nothing. It's going to tease us a bit, then give up. Maybe it looks like it. Yeah, that 1 hour close, still respecting. I still want to close above here, so we have to wait another 15, see if we get the close above. How about gold's close? Gold close below the resistance. Coming back to your break even here. It's a pretty good push though. I think you got around 20 pips, 17. Not bad, not bad. Let's say you went with the tightest stop possible, which will be below the 15 here. Does that give you your 1-to-1? 26 pips? No, it doesn't. Yeah, a little low on volume, right? It's not giving it. Why can't I access Pip Labs? What's happening for you? I'm getting my ass beat by BTC USD. Yeah, that'll give you a good beating. Look, this candle makes the bottom wick for the 5-minute bottom wick that wasn't there, and that now it has opened with no top wick. Is there no top wick on the broker as well? Yeah, no top wick on broker as well. What I've seen before is if it breaks lows. Now if it breaks lows and starts getting back above, you can anticipate a top wick to be made. Right? You can anticipate a top wick to be made for 9 pips. Problem is where it stops. Says I'm banned? You mean the Discord group, not the... Oh, you're someone else, man. Now you're the same guy messaging with a different account. Damn. You're talking about the Pip Labs Discord group. GJ, what's GJ doing? No way, bro. No way. No way GJ just did that. You're joking, man. Damn. What is this BS, bro? Damn. No FOMO? No, I don't have FOMO. Just annoying, right? When we're so patient, it does nothing and then one candle rips. This is how market conditions been this week. Only this week. And then you go FOMO into something and lose money. What happened to the guy saying to sell GJ down to 200? It's not going very well. So there's another loss for you. Your stop loss was 600. Your stop loss got obliterated. Your stop loss got absolutely obliterated. Harry, don't take it personal. If you explain everything on stream, why do you believe that the chat needs to join your group? The group gets actually a lot more than stream, believe it or not. Like, you can ask the guys yourself in the group, but they're getting my full support throughout the day. They're getting WOP content. They're getting New York chat as well. It's completely different than stream. It's a whole different environment. We are a community in there, right? We're all sharing ideas. We are, you know, it's completely different. You can't compare YouTube chat to inside of the group. It's a whole different level. You kind of have to experience it for yourself to understand, but there's a lot more value in there because you're speaking with me directly. You know, you're chatting with me, you can open your mic, you're sending charts, you're getting feedback, you have access to WOP content. The group is gold, learned lots in 1 week. I'm glad. So that's how it's different, man. How did gold do? Yeah, gold just retraced its ass. Excuse me. I think maybe this week has to be a week where I have to accept it's not my setups are not coming this week. And I have to not force anything to try and impress myself or anyone else. I think I just have to accept that. Because that's what it's looking like at the moment. You know what I'm tempted to do? I'm tempted to reverse engineer gold at the moment. I'm really tempted to reverse engineer gold. I'm tempted to take a buy when price retests this zone here with the idea that there's no top wick and it has to make a top wick at some point. Understanding that for this trade to fail, it should break the 15-minute lows, right? Because if 15-minute lows are broken, that's where the trade should fail. So you could literally get away with your regular lot size, a 6 pip stop, 5 pip stop, and be wrong or right like this, but if it pays off, I tried that in a script, no good results. Yeah. But this is added with a bit of supply and demand here, because this would be a supply zone. So that's the difference. That's my style. $660 if we have sufficient structure for SL. Space Burger, this is exactly what it wants you to do end of month and then make you lose again. The question is, can you afford another 0.5% loss? Even if you went 0.5%, is it worth it for you? Or is it worth it to wait for more clearer direction and just go full risk and take a win, right? Because you can't keep making the excuse to yourself, I need to give a shot, right? Because at some point when those shots keep failing, it adds up. Especially end of month. You know? Like if I compare my month, like look at my month statistics. Like this is, yesterday I see it inconsistent yesterday, boring for the rest of the week. This whole week has been, you know, this whole week has been boring. So that's how it is. Why do you look for top wick? It's just a part of the trade, my trade rules. To have wicks on the candles because 90% of them have it. Alright, I made 1% this month, risking 0.2 to 0.3. That's perfect, bro. That's great. That is great. 0.1 to 0.2% to make 1% is good. I would look to increase risk to at least 0.5 to 1%. This is turning into dog water price action at the moment, boys. Does end of month affect price action? Not every month, but this month is, yes. We are seeing a lot. We're seeing a lot of inconsistencies. We're not seeing any setups. We're seeing range in London. We're seeing a lot of this shit happen. Like even if we took aggressive buys of setup 3 on 30 minute, you get pushed 6 pips and boom, back in drawdown. You know, there's no continuation. It's just fake out up on fake out. Perhaps next 1 hour can give something good. A goal from about a week now. Last day of month, sitting alerts, heading out with my kids. That's no FOMO. Last day. Have a good day, Trade. Peace. Cheers, man. No need to make it worse. Yeah, see how quickly things can go downhill if you don't stay patient. Could you take a aggressive buy on silver? I don't know. I haven't looked at silver, but I can look at it for you. I think silver buys would make sense above this resistance, man. So I wouldn't take a buy before we get above that resistance. I'm in a GU trade at the moment. Yeah, that was the sells. You got involved in the sells. Yeah, that's perfect, bro. Why is Claudio not in these sells? Man should be in these cells. Yeah, as we approach this support, man, I'm only taking what you take. Why? Just continue what you've been doing. Yeah, this is great opportunity on GU here. Damn. Okay, it's only 6 pips. Yeah, man, I don't think once you reach this support, definitely this is a break-even spot anywhere in here, you know. So, yeah, I don't think at this point you should be losing the trade, as this is actually your target, bro. This is your target down here at this support, you know, the one we just tapped. So you can start to squeeze after that, and that's about it, man. Good trade. Well done. Setup 1, clean. Subji, hope you're well. Totally agree. One should be extra patient. Last week of the month, I was 2% up. Now I'm down 2% as I started chasing setups rather than waiting for it. Yeah, that's classic, man. You're not the only one in that boat. I know people who have done the same, man, you know, and it's just how it gets. This is dog water market conditions, man. Nothing's happening. This sucks. My boss wants to discuss with me in his office. Oh. Yeah, I'm the boss and I'm telling you to continue what you've been doing. Why didn't you look at a GU? So this is how I'm running it, right? If this is the first week where my pairs have not been very, very good. If this continues into next week, then I look at other pairs, right? That's how it works. So 1 week is not going to make me switch a pair. But if next week my pairs are slow, like I come back Monday and by Tuesday they're not doing anything, I'm going to look at other pairs, no problem, right? And the other pair I'll look at is probably GU. And GU price action is nice. Respects the structure here. You miss first entry, you get 5-minute close below. Cloud, you should have taken this for me, bro. Now I'm gonna make him feel about it. Do you guys 1 hour zones? No, that's fine. You look to use that as break even. These are all wicks, right? You're not too worried about the wicks. You're worried about the 1 hour support. That's about it. I told you I'm only taking what you take. Yeah, but why change when you've been been working well, you know? Why change something that's been working well? Like GU has been good to you this month. The trades we've taken together have been good to you this month. But you have to get used to that emotional pressure, bro. When you're wanting a payout and stuff, like that's a skill you have to build, because if you go and do something by yourself, let's say you take a trade I take and it's a win. So you take that win, right? After you take that win, you're busy, you go do something, and then you miss a trade, and then you go and take a loss. So now you're not in the same page as me, right? I force myself not to take it, but if I have, you do have green light because it's been working. I just told you, if you notice inconsistency, stop. Stop before it goes bad. That's the only thing. You're there already, man. Really, if you do that, there's no way anything bad can happen. And if something bad happens, it's going to happen in one day. And it was bound to happen anyways. Even if I was not trading, even if you were copying me, then that's how it is. Trust. So just take both, because, you know, you can take trades that I agree on, and you can also take your own. Because if you're following the rules properly, you should only be taking one of your own or two of your own trades in a day. And if both of those are losses in the same day, then you're going to be on to me and say, hey man, look what's happened. You're not going to be doing all the work. You're just going to be taking one extra. And if that's the case, if you want me to trade for you, then I can charge a lot more, by the way. I'm ready. $50 ain't going to cover it, I tell you that much. Guys, for me here, this is dog water price action, and I'm not willing to take another loss at the end of the month here. It's not been the best week for me, of course. As you can see, you know, obviously last week was very good, week before was good, but today this week I took one loss and had no setups, and that's the honest truth of how it is for me this week. Obviously not good, but managed risk properly, ended up losing not as much as I made on the last winning trade, right? So I didn't lose as much as I made on the last winning trade. I did give some of it back, basically lost this trade here, and that was basically it. So overall, not the worst, not the best. There's just no setups for me. Maybe New York comes and saves the day. I'll keep you guys updated. You know, look at my Instagram story, follow me on Instagram, then you'll see I always update you guys of positions and all of that stuff, what we take. So you can always give me a follow there. I'm posting content, I'm posting everything. You can see the loss I took this week. This is the loss I took this week. I do show those, of course. And yeah, you know, so that's my week, man, and that's me being brutally honest here, right? And I'm looking to continue and get, you know, hopefully next week is going to be more fruitful here. New month, new opportunity. I'm looking forward to it. I know it's a boring week, guys. I'm not going to apologize because that's not in my control. I'm just hoping markets kick into third gear. This year has been quite mundane in markets. We haven't had a period where markets have just been nuts, but they've not been that terrible. It's just a lot of adapting. That's the one thing I've noticed. Last year, we had a lot of consistent price action month to month. Every month we've had to adapt to something new. Every month we've had to adapt something new. You know, there's always been so I mean, it's been great for me as a challenge, but it's obviously a lot more stressful when you have to keep trying to adapt. But you know, we're still staying consistent, and that's what matters. right? That's what matters. And I want you guys to take note of that. And you have to understand, I've made a massive change. I've been basically all in on GBP JPY for a year, and just recently made a switch to almost all in on gold. That's a big thing in a trader's career, to do that. That's kind of like, you know, cheating on your girlfriend, right? Or your wife, you know. It's kind of like, I've been with my wife for like 20 years and now I'm gonna cheat on her with someone else. It's the same thing, you know. So it's always scary. So, you know, there's big things to adapt to do that, especially when I'm very comfortable on GJ and I know that thing inside out. Like, I have zero stress taking GJ trades, you know. But obviously with something new and new market conditions, you're always learning. But the good thing is that my setups work on every single pair, so that gives me confidence. It's just more of a personal trust issue, as I have not traded it as much as I did GJ, you know. So I'm more comfortable on that, especially when I'm here risking $1,000, $1,500. You know, you definitely feel it, even though monetary does not. Like, if I take a loss, as you can see, I'm not really gonna care, but it matters to me to maintain my consistency, and I don't want anything to affect that. So that is why I manage it like that. So I'm gonna accept that this week is, you know, a little bit of a slow week for me, and I think I managed it well. Really, if I FOMO'd in this week, I think I would have had a heavy losing week, easily lost 2-3%. Yeah, it wouldn't put my month down, but definitely would hit a dent. It's not nice to lose 2-3%. Overall, this month has been great though. I'm up 10+% this month, so I think you know, next month also I'm probably going to take a withdrawal this month personally, and reset for next month. So I'm looking forward to that, and might buy myself something. I don't know, we'll see. You guys will see if I do anything stupid. But no, that's pretty much it. Slow week. I hope these pick up, and let's see what ends up happening. Up 10%, slow month? No, slow week. It's been a good month. Month's been good. We've had many great positions. We had a 6-trade win streak. It's always nice to have a win streak going on stream. It's been good, right? It's been good. We had 6-trade win streak. It's just been a slow week. So that's how it is. Anyways, I appreciate you guys showing up as always. No matter if there's trades, no trades. As soon as the market picks up, there's going to be trades every day. You just have to survive the boring times. So you either survive the drawdown or you survive the boring times. It's up to you. But those who stay here long term, you guys will see how it works. So I really hope that we can, you know, markets will pick up pace, and they will do. And I'm expecting challenges for next month. That's how it's going to work. But we should see consistency. Don't mess yourself up today, guys. I see you FOMOing. Only take a great trade, right? So yeah, take care, guys. Trade sharp, and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Peace. Thank you all.